Taking her work with trichotillomania a step further, Dr. Reinardy created the Courage Critter program to help patients break their habits and become whole again. Here's more about the Courage Critters. Dr. Reinardy, thank you for being with us. Tell us about the critters.
So I'm so excited to be on and talk with you again about these conditions and the reason why I developed CourageCritters.com. So CourageCritters.com came out of my work with people here in the office and finding that oftentimes people needed a little something to help them at home as well. And so I used to send my kids home with like a little Courage Critter, a little stuffed animal thing that I had in my office, and found that that was really helpful for individuals. Now, I know as a psychologist, I'm just getting a very small sample of people who are experiencing these conditions. When we look at research, we know that 80% of children with anxiety disorders and 60% of children with depression are not getting treatment. We don't even know what that number is for BFRBs, but my guess is that it's even higher than 80% because most people know if your child has anxiety, you take them to a psychologist. A lot of times people do not know that their child even, what they are experiencing even has a name. So there's a huge number of children out there and adults who are suffering with body-focused repetitive behaviors and are not getting treatment. So I made the interactive Courage Critter program, which the website has a number of therapeutic resources on it that people may not ever learn otherwise. And the internet is so vast, it's hard to know what's reliable, what's not reliable for treatment strategies, information. So what I've done through Courage Critters is I've used my expertise and the research to put together things that are empirically validated treatments, which means research shows these tend to work best. So it saves caregivers the time of looking through the internet, trying to find these resources. I've put them all together on the CourageCritters.com website. And when people buy a Courage Critter, which I have one, here with me today. So, so with the Courage Critter, which is a high quality plush animal, he retails for $39.95 plus shipping and handling. And right now through your organization, we'll make some offers, buy one, get one free. I donate, I'll never get rich off of Courage Critters because I donate probably just as many as I sell. So I maybe will break even, which is fine by me because the mission isn't about making money. The mission is giving a high quality product and high quality resources to individuals who are experiencing childhood fears, even adult anxiety. I have a lot of adults that use the Courage Critter program as well. And you get a cute little stuffed animal that goes along with it. So he has a pocket in the back that comes with a card. And on that card is a password. So when people go to CourageCritters.com, there's a section called Courage Club. And that's the part with all of the empirically validated strategies to help people with trichotillomania, other body-focused repetitive behaviors like skin picking, which is called excoriation disorder, and anxieties that individuals have. So there's relaxation strategies, cognitive restructuring, helping people overcome fears, and this very comprehensive model for treating body-focused repetitive behaviors.
So you've taken the Courage Critter and you've actually wrapped around it, not only the fur that you have on the character, but you have a software program that actually online, they can go and help counsel and work with cognitive restructuring and trying to break this habit and really become whole in regards to their psychology of this issue. And I think that's incredible because again, like you said earlier in our previous interviews, there isn't a Dr. Reinardy in every city yet. There's more, and you've given us a lot of resources to find those. And there's not always hair replacement specialists that know how to treat and deal with this with compassion and consideration and understanding. But having this online program and the character, because one of the things that we've done, as I shared with you in the first interview, we've created little lock key type of ponytails for them to work with.
Yes.
We always give a doll out for any of our Wigs for Kids children that are coming in with the same situation.
Yeah.
But this is a program. This is a development of really counseling and helping both the parents, the adults that have the same disorder, and the children, and they can enjoy working together as a team. And it generally takes a team to really solve these kind of problems.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And you're so intuitive to know how the ponytail would be helpful, because for a lot of people with body focused repetitive behaviors, they need that sensory substitute. And that's why the Courage Critter has lots of fur, right, to play with. Even his tail, is something that can be stroked and to play with. He's got like a little beanie bottom on him too. So it's kind of fun to feel. So it's important to get those sensory tools as well as the skills that are offered online. And for children, it's so important to integrate play. And more than just like play therapy, which can be nice, but to use a child's imagination, to have them actively involved with their treatment is such a powerful thing. And I do find for my adults too, at last year at the Trichotillomania conference, it was so cute. I had this young woman, she was probably 25, and they were going out on the town after the conference, and she brought her little Courage Critter out on the town too. So I think it was in Toronto last year. So she was all excited, and she was kind of a cool, punky looking, young woman. And so here she is walking around with her Courage Critter, which just made her feel so empowered, and just such a good reminder for her, like, I'm not alone. There's resources available. I can do this. The Courage Critter, while I got those compassionate eyes, he's a pretty tough looking little dude too. So that it helps give people that extra courage, that extra little nudge that they need to use these skills and strategies. Because the truth is it isn't always easy. It feels natural to pull. So it takes a lot of work to do something else. I'm right-handed. It feels very natural for me to write with my right hand. If I try to write with my left hand, it feels awkward. It's going to take a lot of practice for me to reverse that process in my brain. I can do it. I can teach myself to be a lefty. But through this process called neuroplasticity, brain flexibility, we can do that with body-focused repetitive behaviors too. But just like I have to practice writing with my left hand, people with trichotillomania have to practice the strategies to break that association between that stimulus and response, the stimulus, the urge to pull, and the response is to engage in the pulling behavior. So we provide lots of options, and it helps to stop the behavior, or at least decrease the behavior, getting the trick into more hibernation.
And it goes in conjunction and harmony with us utilizing a hair replacement prosthetic over the top of the site of loss. It's usually a term that I'm going to kind of adopt. We block that habit. We can see that habit broken. And the animal, the critter, can be another part of the team effort, the psychology, and your online program. So I have a young lady who did do a wonderful, intimate, in fact, she did 2 interviews like yourself. They've gone through trichotillomania. She was originally a part of our Wigs for Kids program. So we provided her free prosthetics for her whole growing. I think she started with us when she was 11. She graduated, went to college, graduated as a pharmacist. But we were able to help her break that habit. But then she got some stress and some issues that cultivated the habit again. And I'm buying her, and I'm going to tell you to put this order in right now. I'm buying her that critter, and then you take the other one and give it away. But we're gonna put together a program with our Wigs for Kids organization to support your program, because it's such a need. It's so important, and I'm so grateful that someone is that passionate beyond the practice of what you do, beyond the business, to really go the extra mile to help people look and feel better inside and out. So I want to thank you. And for the listening audience, we're going to give you all the information on how to capture this program with the critter, how Dr. Reinardy has really given a gift back to everybody who's actually purchases one through her website. She'll give a free one to those children that maybe can't afford it. So we're looking forward to hearing a lot about these critters over the next year or so, and how they help with a team of parents, psychologists, hair replacement specialists. And remember that the Hair Loss Solutions TV program is for you. It's to help you find solutions like this and people like this with Dr. Reinardy that really care and want to help you solve your hair thinning and hair loss problems. So keep in tune with the Hair Loss Solutions TV program. Tell your friends, share it. And Dr. Reinardy, thank you. Thank you for being you and doing what you do for so many people.
Thank you. I really appreciate it, Jeffrey.
We want to thank our show sponsor, Wigs for Kids, whose mission is to help children look themselves and live their lives.
If you'd like more information on this beautiful charity that helps thousands of children, log on to wigsforkids.org.
And remember, the answers to your hair loss concerns won't end here. The conversation continues with more experts and solutions to your questions on hairlosssolutions.tv.
And I'd love to hear from you. Send me your message with any of your questions or concerns in the Ask Jeffrey section of our website. You can also subscribe to us on YouTube at Hair Loss Solutions TV.
Thank you for watching this episode of Hair Loss Solutions TV.
And remember, beauty begins within.